Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Saturday morning to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Today we are in episode 6 of our NBA 2K23 Road to the NBA Finals series for the Minnesota Timberwolves series, and we are already in our second game of the Western Conference semifinals. So we had beaten the Denver Nuggets 107 to 86 last episode at Target Center in Minneapolis, and we currently lead the series 1-0. So I bet this is going to be a pretty good series. I'm aiming it to be at least a 5 or 6 game series against Denver, because Denver, they are a pretty tough team, I'd have to admit. I mean, they got Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, but surprisingly, they have never made an NBA Finals appearance. So, without a further ado, we will show you the uniforms and we'll see you guys at tip-off. Alright, in today's episode, both teams are in fact wearing their statement uniforms. So, Denver, they're going to be wearing their a little darker blue statement uniforms this season. It was like a light, not as powdery blue, but it was still bright enough blue. So they're going to wear that. And the Minnesota TWolves, they're going to be wearing their gray statement uniforms. They did wear their icon blue uniforms last episode. So without a further ado, we'll see you guys in the ring, or we'll see you guys at Target Center. All right, so now it is tip-off time here at Target Center, and the Denver Nuggets win this tip-off. So now Jamal Murray is on the court, going to pass over to Michael Porter Jr., and now Aaron Gordon, he tries to get a layup in, but it gets blocked. So now Karl-Anthony Towns, he is going to get this layup in the paint for 2 points to start off this game. So he has been 39 points per game throughout this NBA playoffs, which is very surprising to see. He has to be at least one of the top players in the league in this NBA postseason. So now we are at 2 even. So now I got Rudy Gobert on the court for the Timberwolves. So now I'm thinking about shooting a 3, and I do in fact get it in. So it's now 5-2 here at the Target Center. So now Jamal Murray, he got the basketball, gonna pass it over, and the Joker, Nikola Jokic, he is in fact trying to step it in, get 2 points there. So it's now a 5-4 run. So I'm thinking where Karl-Anthony Towns is. So now I'm going to try to get that layup in for at least 2 more points. So it's now 7-4 here at Target Center. So now all they really got to do is just, in order for Denver to tie this game up, they got to get a 3-pointer. So now Aaron Gordon just made a dunk for the Nuggets. So now Karl-Anthony Towns, he gets 2 points there. So I honestly thought that he was probably going to get that 3, but he did not that time. So now Nikola Jokic going to pass it over to Michael Porter Jr., knocks down a 3, and the game is evenly tied here in Minneapolis. So now I'm thinking, where is KAT at? And now Karl-Anthony Towns, he's going to knock down a fire 3 from behind, and it's now 12-9. So now Jamal Murray going to pass over to Michael Porter Jr., knocks down a 3, and neither team has really missed a 3-pointer so far in this episode. So that is even a major surpriser. We went out of bounds, and inevitably Denver has possession. So I honestly thought that he kind of pushed me out to get out of bounds there. So apparently I thought they did. So Jamal Murray losing the basketball there. I'm going to pass it around, and Kyle Anderson with that amazing dunk. So now Jalen Nile actually does get the assist, and it is now 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the first half. So now Kentavious Caldwell-Pope gonna pass it over to Michael Porter Jr., gets that 3 in, and it is now 14-15. So now I'm going to use KAT with 2 points. So it appears that Jeff Green gets a foul, and Karl Anthony Towns will go to the free throw line to get at least one additional point. So now he gets it in, and the Nuggets take a timeout. All right, so now I am going to use Mike Conley and then use some Anthony Edwards. We're going to knock down a 3 with AE, and we are up by 10 points here in Minneapolis. So now they got Reggie Jackson on the court. He's going to pass it over to KCP, who actually was a member of the 2020 Lakers championship team. But now I'm going to use Mike Conley, going to pass it over to Anthony Edwards. We're going to get this one in for 2. Now it's 27-18 here in Target Center. The TWolves are up 1-0 in this series, so that's one surprising thing here and there. So now I'm going to use Anthony Edwards. We're going to knock down a 3. We're up by 12 points, so it's now 30-18 here in Minneapolis. And now the Timberwolves are up by 12 points. All right, so it is now 30-18. We got the scoring leader, Karl Anthony Towns. He has 12 points. Actually, it's going to be 14 here in just a bit with that layup in mind. So now I'm just going to put it to 4.5 my camera. So now Nikola Jokic, what's he going to do? Going to pass it over, and that is going to be a lob pass dunk, and it is now 32-20. So now we got Karl Anthony Towns, and we're going to get that layup in, and it is now 34-20. 16 points today and 4 mid-range points, so about a fourth of his points were from mid-range. So that's a staggering statistic along the line. So now it's gonna be 36-22. So now, so far, only one block has been made by the Timberwolves, and that was Rudy Gobert inevitably. So now KAT only has 1 rebound. Nikola Jokic going to pass over to Jamal Murray. And now Aaron Gordon, he's going to pass it over to Michael Porter Jr. And the Timberwolves will take their first time out of the game. All right, so now we are back from the break, and we are already up to 20 points right now. Now it's 20. It was 18, so now Gobert only has 8 points, which isn't too much, but I think he'll probably score a little more in the second half. But I always think the first half always tends out to start off slow, and most of the time it does. So I'm thinking I'm going to hand it off to Rudy Gobert, and I'm just going to drill a 3 while I'm at it. So we are almost at 50 points. So all we need to do is just get a 3-pointer in mind. So now Nikola Jokic, what's he going to do? He's going to pass it over. Now Nikola Jokic fires a 3, and it's now 47-29. And Mike Conley, he's going to step back, pull a 3, and it is already now 50-29. So we're up by 21 points. So now he lost the basketball there. So now Jamal Murray going to pass it over to Brown. And Aaron Gordon going to pass it over to Murray. And he knocks down a fire 3. So it's now 50-32. And I'm thinking about using Mike Conley. No, I intercept that off to the Nuggets, unfortunately. But now I'm going to pass it, or Jokic will get it in. And it is now 50-34. We're actually going to get, and Nikola Jokic has a shooting foul, so this means that Gobert, he gets one in. And will he get another one in? Yes, he will indeed. So it's now 52-34. So now KCP going to pass it over to Reggie Jackson, and now KCP has the ball. He's going to pass it over to Reggie Jackson, and Jeff Green. He's going to pass it over to Jackson, and now Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. 15 seconds left in this first half, and now Gobert is going to actually make that steal happen, and I'm thinking about drilling a three, and it is now 21-point lead for the Timberwolves, and they got pretty good fast break points too, and it is already halftime here in Minneapolis. All right, so now Karl-Anthony Towns, 18 points. He is 8 for 8 from behind, 8 for 8 in field goals. Now he takes his second three-pointer of the game. He only shot 1 3 in this first half, and now he's going to try to make a steal against Nikola Jokic. And now Jokic, he's going to pass it over to Michael Porter Jr., and now Michael Porter Jr., he has some good ball movement. He's going to pass it over to Jamal Murray. And Jamal Murray, what is he going to do? He is, in fact, going to try to get this one in for 2, and he does. And Nuggets are 71% in field goals, while Minnesota's at 100%. So now KAT knocks down a 3, and it's now 61-36. So now I'm glad that Jokic has at least a little over 20 points. We've never had any triple doubles in any of our NBA 2K23 Road to the Finals series before, so that's a shocker. But it's now 61-38. I'm going to pass it all around. Got to use some Karl-Anthony Towns with that layup in the paint, so it's now 63-38. So now he's a pretty good layup. He has some good layups here and there. So now Jokic, what's he going to do? Going to pass it over to Michael Porter Jr., and he drills that 3, and it's now 63-41. So now Minnesota has made 5 more threes than the Nuggets. Yes, that is true, but now I'm going to use Mike Conley. He's going to get this one in, and it's now 65-41. So he only has 7 points, 8 assists, and a steal. So right now we're at almost 67-ish points. So now Kyle Anderson has a loose ball foul. We still get it in, but it's now Denver's possession since we committed the foul. So Gordon, he's going to pass it over, and we got another foul ahead of us. It's a reach-in, and it's now 67-43. And Thomas Bryant, who had spent a short time with the Lakers, not much though, and the Lakers didn't do all that hot in the first few weeks of the NBA season. They were like 2-10 in November, but as of May 20th, they are in the Western Conference Finals. This is actual NBA season information, by the way, but I think the NBA playoffs that I'm doing right here is just a pretend one. So could happen in real life, but you just never know. So now Michael Porter Jr., he has just been putting up the points for Denver, but now I'm going to pass it all around. Use some Karl-Anthony Towns, actually, and we get 72-43. So we're about a minute left in this third quarter. So now Jamal Murray, he's going to pass it over to Brown. And then Jamal Murray, what's he going to try to do? He's, in fact, going to try to do a 3 of some sort, I think. So now he's going to try to get it in. He does get it in. I mean, basketball is a fast-pacing sport. So now Karl-Anthony Towns, he's going to get that one in for 2, so it's now 74-45. Murray with possession. He's going to pass it over to Aaron Gordon, so now Murray will pick up that assist. And now I'm thinking I'm going to pass it over to KAT, intercepted off again. So now Brown's going to get that layup in, so it's now 24.7 seconds left. And let's see. Should I be able to make three? Obviously, yes. And I do get it in. So it's now 16.1 seconds left. And Murray going to pass over to Michael Porter Jr., gets that in. And we get this one. It's now 79-51 with 6.2 seconds left. Denver has not been putting up a whole lot of points in the second half, and now they get it in right before the buzzer beater, so that's one good thing. But now we're only at 0.6 seconds left, and out of time, end of third quarter. All right, so we are about 3 minutes, 58 seconds into the fourth. We just began this quarter, and we're up by 27 points. Karl-Anthony Towns, 42 points, 16 points for Michael Porter Jr., both scoring leaders for both teams, by the way. And we are on the verge of being champion, of at least leading the series 2-0. Like, I am so excited for NBA Finals to come along the lines, and I'm promising that I'm going to probably do a little more NBA 2K videos than WWE 2K videos temporarily. And I mean, I've been so busy with work, and I usually work like a mix of 7 to 8.5 hour days. So, and I don't really have a whole lot of downtime while making YouTube videos and stuff because of the nicer weather coming along the line. So I enjoy what I do, so we're just gonna leave it at that. So it's now 88-58. Karl-Anthony Towns, 49 points and 16 in the paint. I think the basketball belongs to the Denver Nuggets. So 2 minutes, 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they're going to pass it all around. So it's now 88-60. So I'm going to use Kyle Anderson. We're going to get that one in for 2. So it's now 90-60. So 81% for the Nuggets and 100% for the Timberwolves. That is just really good staggering numbers. That is real good staggering numbers. I mean, 81 is at least to be. It's not bad, but could improve a little more on it. So I'm going to pass it all around, use some Taurean Prince even, get this one in. And it is now 92-62. And Murray, he's going to pass it around. KCP gets that 3. And I'm going to pass it all around. And I'm thinking that we're going to get this one in. So it's now 94-65. We're going to take a break. All right, your player of the game is Karl-Anthony Towns. I will explain the numbers after the game. All right, so we're about a minute and 20 seconds to go, and we are at 101-65 right now, and we had just passed the hundo point of our NBA 2K 23 Road to the Finals series scoring. So I always like to score a little over 100 points, mainly with three-pointers in mind. So now KAT gets the layup in there, and it's now 54 points for him today, 12 from mid-range. So that is just an accomplishment. And it appears that they're going to pass it over to KCP, and there is a foul. It's on Karl-Anthony Towns. So 52.3 seconds remaining. And we get one in. And will we actually get another one in? Or will they get another one in, rather? So it's now 103-69. Actually make it 105-69. And the Nuggets, they had scored less points this episode rather than they did last episode. So now we're going to go to 108.69. And 108.69, that is a big differential. That's almost a 40-point differential. And it's guaranteed that Timberwolves are going to win this game. So they might even win the series if they get those numbers raised up. But let's see. We're going to pass it. Do I see Gobert anywhere? Yeah, I do. So we've only had one dunk in this whole game, and it's now 110-71. Denver with 2 timeouts, Minnesota with 1 timeout remaining. So now it looks like they're going to dribble, and they get that one in. So I think it's going to be 113-73. That is a 40-point differential. And the Timberwolves win it again. They now lead the series 2-0. So we win both of our games at home, and we will be in the Mile High City for the next 2 episodes. If the Nuggets win one of them, we will be sure to come back to Target Center for at least Game 5. All right, Karl-Anthony Towns, 54 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, and 1 steal on the day. He is considered to be your player of the game. Anthony Edwards, he only had 19 points, 2 assists, and he was only 5 for 5 from behind the arc. Rudy Gobert, 18 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, which was the game's only block, by the way, for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Mike Conley, 10 points and 10 assists. He did have a steal in there. Taurean Prince only had 6 points. Kyle Anderson, 4 points and 1 rebound. He did have the dunk, like I had said. Austin Rivers only had 2 points. So off to Denver. Michael Porter Jr. had 16 points and all. He did have a dunk. Jamal Murray, 12 points and 12 assists on the day. Nikola Jokic, he had 11 points and 2 assists on the day. Aaron Gordon, 8 points, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 3 dunks. So Zeke Nnaji, he had a dunk, but 8 points in all. Bruce Brown, only 1 point. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, 6 points and 2 assists. So this will probably end it here in Minneapolis. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. And we will see you guys in the next episode.